Founded in 1839, Boston University is an internationally recognized institution of higher learning. With more than 30,000 students, it's the fourth largest independent university in the United States. And now BU's Metropolitan College is offering a new scholarship program for parents of Boston and Chelsea public school students. Scholarship recipients receive a 50% tuition reduction for evening study and can choose from 15 on-campus bachelor degree programs. The scholarship was developed to offer parents the opportunity to complete their bachelor's degrees while cultivating new career options and personal enrichment. To be eligible for the scholarship, parents must have a child in a Boston or Chelsea public school, be a U.S. citizen or permanent resident, and have completed 6 college courses with a GPA of 3.0 or higher. Joining me this morning to give us more information about this exciting educational opportunity is Jay Halfond, Dean of BU's Metropolitan College. The Metropolitan College serves about 4,100 mostly older students on campus, on various sites throughout New England, in Europe, on military bases, and online. The Center for Professional Education and BU Global are also housed in this organization. Also with us, Joanne Blake. She's a parent scholar. Joanne Blake is a daughter of Jamaican immigrants and a 41-year-old mother of 4. For years, she juggled 2 jobs, but after losing one of her daughters, who was killed by a drunk driver, she decided to return to school to study biological science to honor her daughter's memory. Last year, she heard about the Metropolitan College Scholarship for Parents and decided to go for it. Now Joanne is at Boston University working toward a bachelor's degree in biomedical laboratory and clinical sciences. She's planning to graduate in 2011. Finally, Katherine is the Community Programs Manager at Boston University's Metropolitan College. In her position, she recruits undergraduate students through innovative scholarships such as the Scholarship for Parents, the Scholarship for Community College Graduates, and the Scholarship for Cancer Patients and Survivors. Welcome to Urban Update, everyone. Thanks for coming in. Dean Halfond, let me start with you. Just talk to me about this, the whole concept about this college scholarships for parents and recruiting older students from the Boston and Chelsea area.
Well, Metropolitan College has been around for more than 40 years now, and we've been devoted to a whole series of initiatives within the university. And as we've become more national and international, we decided that we would need to focus on our local community as well. And I guess about 10 years ago, I was speaking with a faculty member about our oversight responsibilities in Chelsea, and we're thinking, wouldn't it be great if we can do something for the parents as well as for the children? And we just put the idea aside for a few years, and then a few years ago, we revisited it and decided, why not offer this scholarship to parents of Boston's public school children as well? And with the idea that the parents can be role models for their children. So it's a way to help revitalize the experience of going to school for the children as well as for the parents. And so the father or mother can be sitting at the dining room table doing homework with their children.
Okay, Katherine Meyer, just talk to me about some more of the specifics of the program. How do you go about recruiting these folks? And I mean, how many kids? I shouldn't say kids, adults in the program.
Well, I think the recruitment for this has been really, I think, innovative. We've made efforts to go out into the Boston Public Schools in targeting area schools. We've also done a lot of events through the Office of Family and Student Engagement with the City of Boston, and they have all sorts of back-to-school events in August when we do a lot of recruitment. And I think it's really been extensive. We, do a lot of open houses at the Boston Public Schools in the evenings, on the weekends. It's very non-traditional outreach, I would say. And currently we have 4 parent scholars in the program.
Okay, all right. Now, one of the scholars, of course, Joanne Blake. Joanne, tell me about how you got involved in this program and what that's been like for you.
Well, initially when I started at RCC Roxbury Community College, and I went back to school originally because my daughter was studying science. She's a cancer survivor, and she was a clinical research study. Cancer, she had osteosarcoma, and what happened is that 90% of children with osteosarcoma survive. She fell in at 10%. And there was nothing that they can do. At the time I worked for Partners, and they were looking at an experimental drug, methotrexate, which is used for rheumatoid arthritis. So they tried it on her, and she was a success. And she went back to school, and she started studying science. But in her sophomore year, she was killed in a car accident by a drunk driver. my world turned upside down. And I really didn't know what to do because all my energies were focused at my children at that point because I'm a mother. And I started to go back to school. And I started learning more, and it felt good. It really felt good. And my fiance who works for the city of Boston, Tony, he saw Katherine. They had did a forum at English High School and talked about the parent scholarship. Fortunately, that was Friday, and on Monday they were at RCC. Katherine came in, they were talking about the community college scholarship. And I kept interrupting and say, what about this scholarship? Because she was really targeting community college, the completion of community college. So after that was over, she stepped aside and she spoke to me about it, and I applied. And trust me, I was deathly nervous because I'm thinking, BU doesn't want students like me. I'm old, you know, they're looking for young people to put back into the workforce, to reinvest, to become alumni of BU. And then I sat down with a counselor, and they looked at my credits, and they were like, yeah, we can do this. So I sat down, I did the application process, and it was welcoming, it was warm. I mean, the biggest problem with applying was me. I was afraid. I didn't know that it was possible for me to do this. And
now you say you're studying biomedical laboratory and clinical science, really, in memory of your daughter?
Right.
Because after going through all those medical experiences?
Right. It's very important that we understand what's going on.
Okay, all right. We're going to stop here and take a little break and come back and have more on BU's Metropolitan College and Scholarship for Parents program when Urban Update returns.